talk about personal growth regards to the field of possibilities, the quantum field. This is a mixed amount, okay, of money destined for you. Is it a fixed amount? Sorry, is it a fixed amount? Do you feel as if the money that's destined, as I say, destined to you, is it fixed? Firstly, you can even try and understand that in this concept is destiny and chance. You understand, something that I'm going to try and I'm destined, or it's just I'm going to try something different. Okay, we always asking this question: is everything destined? Is my life destined? Am I destined to be the way I am now? Am I destined to not have money? Am I destined to have a lot of money? What is it? You decide. That's the trick of the game. You decide what you destined. What is your destiny? You decide on your destiny. Okay. What we have is what we call a script. Okay, the script is like where you were born, your name, your surname, your parents, your background, all those things. That's your script, right? And then your age of death and other experiences, your milestones in your life. For example, at age of 18, you will have a certain trauma events in your life. You lose a parent, or something will happen, or you'll have your first disappointment as a young child and stuff like that. In terms of relationships, you get somebody, your girlfriend dumps you, or you get a big rejection. All is all in your script, but it's not all written in I would say it's not forever. It's not concrete. You can change and work around your script. That's your destiny, as they call it. You're destined to be born in a certain home. You're destined to have this type of parents. That's all in your script. But when you come in the game of life, and you're born in this life, now you have an opportunity, because it's what we call have as choice. So we have choice and we have destiny. Now we need to work with choice and with destiny when it comes to our money flow. You understand? My destiny is I was born in a home that's a poor background home with one single parents. We are very povertized. We're living in the streets. We are hardly could have food. That's probably one part of it, right? But then we have the choice option now later on in your life, and you decide how you're going to live your life going forward. Are you going to accept the situation of being homeless, or are you going to choose something different? Are you going to aspire to something different? Or you're going to look for opportunities for you to make something better in your life? Hi, sweetie pies. Hope you're good today. Thanks for joining my live, Portia. Today we're talking about the relationship with money, right? How to improve the relationship with money, and also changing your mindsets around money, because it's all about the mind. You understand? It's all about the mind. Because we get so caught up in the physicality things of money, the physicality of money. We get caught up with what's in our bank accounts, what's in our wallets, what's in our pockets. We're caught up in that whole reality. And we think that is it. We don't understand that this is passing, that it's not the true experience about money. Money is a feeling, okay? What you see in your bank account is linked to the feeling you had before the money came into your bank account. You understand? What you see now in your bank account is linked to the feeling you had before you got that money in your bank account. Meaning it's linked to the perception and your worldview. It's linked to a feeling. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because everything has a feeling. Okay, for example, I'll break it down to the simplest form. Okay, I have the feeling that I cannot earn more than what I'm earning now. I believe that money is scarce. I believe that there's not enough money. I believe I can never see anything more than what I'm earning now in my salary. You get what I'm trying to say? I earn 30,000 a month, and I feel that I've reached this place. You know what I'm trying to say? And I cannot see anything more than what I'm currently earning. You understand? That's a perception. It has a feeling, makes you feel a bit low. Makes you feel a bit negative about your life. It doesn't make you feel expensive, right? But now if you have the feeling of all things are possible, okay? Might be earning this 30,000 per month now because of this job that I have now, but I know I'm worth much more than this. I know that I'm much more than this 30,000. I know that I'm worthy of getting more money in my life, okay? That makes you feel much more expensive, makes you feel like there's so many possibilities. You're feeling more positive, high vibration. There's no limitation. Now, a lot of us have limitation feelings when it comes to money because we limit ourselves to where I was born, the background I come from, the salary I'm earning now. You're limiting yourself, and you think that there's nothing you can experience outside your current income, and you feel that your salary is the only way of you getting money. You don't understand there's a whole quantum field out there, a whole space in this reality where you can tap in and get more money. You get what I'm trying to say? It's how that works in ideas, opportunities that come into your life because you believe that there's so many opportunities for you out there. You're not living in limitation. People that are experiencing poverty from birth to death are focusing on their poverty so much. It's the only reality they're only focusing on. I don't think of any other possibilities of getting out of that situation and earning more money and experiencing something else and different. Okay, so there's no fixed amount of money that's destined for you, and I brought down destiny and choice. You understand that kind of thing. Okay, now opportunities exist in potential form until you align with them. Opportunities exist in potential form until you align with them. Okay, so we all have the potential to attract more money in our life experience now at this time. We all have the potential. The question is, are you making use of the potential and tapping into your potential, or are you living in the I'm destined for this situation, and I don't see myself gaining any other form of income or means to make money? All right, now your perception filters what you notice and act on. Your perception filters what you notice and act on. As I said, everything is based on a perception. What do you feel about money? What do you feel about yourself and money? That's your perception. And unfortunately, your perception is always linked to your experience, or you're born into poverty. So your perception is going to be linked to the poverty. You understand the struggle, the grind that every morning we don't know what we're going to eat today. We're struggling, we're going outside, we're asking relatives and friends to give us money, right? And give us food. And then that becomes your reality and you soak into it. And you don't live outside of that reality because that's what you've been experiencing, right? But in the quantum field, is possibilities. In other words, this reality is full of different possibilities, but we don't tap into that because we get lost in the now moments, in this experience we're having from childbirth. I was born in this township, and I've only experienced this in this township, and I cannot imagine myself experiencing something else and different because I haven't seen any other person except for the criminals. And I don't want to live like that. I don't think that's the right way of living, okay? So you get to think that only criminals can make money. You can't think outside of your box because that's what you are seeing on a day-to-day basis. And that's your perception. Your perception filters what you notice and act on. What you notice and act on, okay? Because that's what you're comfortable with. Okay, scarcity is fake in the physical world.